The government has spent $40.6 billion in response to the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic. This was revealed by Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark as he opened the 2022-2023 budget debate in the House of Representatives. Dr. Clark noted this expenditure spanned across 2 fiscal years and represented 2% of gross domestic product GDP.
In Jamaica, where 16% of GDP goes to interest and wages and salaries, which are non-discretionary expenditures and can't easily be changed, as compared to other, and much higher, much higher, as you'll see later, than other countries in our region, where that 16% is like 8 or 12, finding 2% of GDP in a crisis and remaining fiscally sound is a big deal.
The finance minister took the opportunity to boast of Jamaica's speedy recovery amid what was seen as one of the worst economic crises to hit the world.
While other economies in our region wobbled in the last fiscal year, Jamaica staged a strong, robust and historic recovery, and that was no accident. With the blessings of God Almighty and good policy choices. Good policy choices. The historic shock delivered by the pandemic did not, as in the past, lead to a debt crisis, did not, as in the past, lead to a fiscal crisis, did not, as in the past, lead to a balance of payments crisis, and any of these knock-on effects would have greatly prolonged our recovery. Instead, the Jamaican economy came roaring back with 14% growth in the first quarter of the fiscal year. The highest quarterly growth ever recorded in Jamaica, albeit from a decline the previous year before, and a historic decline. A historic decline. 5.8% growth in the second quarter of the fiscal year, a projected 6% growth in the third quarter of the fiscal year, and a projected 7 to 9%, they'll never believe it, for 2021-22.